Have you ever asked yourself, why do we hold on so tightly to things that hurt us? Maybe it's a relationship that ended long ago, but the pain still lingers. Or a memory you replay over and over, wishing you could change the ending. A mistake that haunts you, a dream that never came. True, we tell ourselves that holding on makes us strong, that if we just keep trying, keep clinging, maybe it'll all make sense. But sometimes, it's the very act of holding on that's quietly breaking us. The Buddha once said, "Attachment is the root of all suffering." Today, let us walk together through this wisdom, not with judgment, not with pressure, just with gentle curiosity. Let's explore what it means to let go, not to forget, not to give up, but to release the grip that's been weighing down your heart. Letting go isn't weakness, it's courage, it's peace, it's the beginning of healing. So take a deep breath, slow down, let your heart soften. This isn't about fixing everything, it's about finding freedom in the space between holding on and letting go. Part 1. The illusion of strength. Have you ever watched someone hold on to something that's already gone? I remember my aunt. Her name was Lan. She was in her late 60s, living alone in a quiet house filled with memories. Her husband had passed away years ago, and her children had moved abroad. But every morning, she would still set out 2 cups of tea, one for herself, one for him. She kept his clothes folded neatly in the closet, his favorite chair untouched, his slippers by the door. She spoke to him as if he were still there, asking how he slept, what he thought of the weather. It was tender. It was heartbreaking. One day I asked her gently, "Why do you still do all this?" She smiled, but her eyes were tired. "Because if I stop, it'll mean he's really gone." That moment stayed with me, because I saw the pain behind the ritual, the longing, the refusal to let go, and I understood something deeper. Sometimes, we hold on not because it helps us heal, but because we're afraid of what healing might mean. We live in a world that glorifies holding on. Fight for your love. Never give up. Keep trying no matter what. These phrases sound noble. They're stitched into our culture, our movies, our songs, but sometimes they become chains that bind us to suffering. Imagine holding a burning coal in your hand. The tighter you grip, the deeper the wound. That is what attachment does to the heart. The Buddha taught, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. But it's not just anger. It's grief, regret, lost love, broken dreams. We clutch these things, thinking that letting go means forgetting. But letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace over pain. Let me tell you another story. There was a man named Min. He had been in love once deeply, but the relationship ended, and she moved on. Min didn't. He kept her photos, read old messages, replayed every moment in his mind like a movie stuck on repeat. He told himself he was honoring the love, but really, he was punishing himself with it. Years passed. Friends tried to help. He smiled, said he was fine, but inside, he was still holding that burning coal. One evening, he sat alone and whispered, "If I let go, what do I have left?" That's the illusion. That letting go leaves us empty. But the truth is letting go makes room for healing, room for new beginnings, room for peace. Holding on is not always strength. Sometimes it's fear dressed up as courage. Letting go is not weakness. It's the quiet bravery of choosing to live again. Pause here. Let the silence speak. Think about your own life. Is there something you're holding on to? A memory, a mistake, a person? Does it bring you peace or does it bring you pain? We often resist letting go because we think it means giving up. But giving up and letting go are not the same. Giving up is surrendering to despair. Letting go is surrendering to wisdom. The Buddhist teachings remind us attachment is the root of all suffering. And yet, we cling. We cling because we believe it makes us strong. But strength isn't in the grip, it's in the release. Pause again. Let the viewer breathe. I want you to imagine something. You're standing by a river. In your hands is a heavy stone. It represents everything you've been carrying. Grief, guilt, longing. You've held it for so long. Your arms ache. but you're afraid to drop it because you think it defines you. Now imagine you let it go. It sinks into the water, and suddenly your hands are free. That is the power of release. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't love. It doesn't mean you weren't hurt. It means you're ready to heal. So today, I invite you to reflect, not with judgment, not with pressure, just with gentle honesty. What are you holding on to? And is it time to let it go? Let the silence linger. Let the heart speak. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is open your hand and let the fire fall. Part 2. The Buddha's story. Letting go and finding peace. One quiet afternoon, a disciple came to the Buddha. His face was tired, his spirit heavy. He bowed and said, "Master, I am exhausted. I try so hard to be good, to be calm, to be wise, but peace escapes me. What should I do?" The Buddha looked at him gently and said just 2 words, "Let go." The disciple was confused. Let go? But of what? The Buddha replied, "Let go of your anger. Let go of your fears. Let go of the illusions you keep chasing." That moment holds a powerful truth, and it's one we all need to hear, not just once, but again and again. What does let go really mean? Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending something didn't matter. Letting go means healing. It means you stop carrying the weight of something that no longer serves your heart. It means you stop replaying the same painful memory. It means you stop chasing things that were never meant to stay. In simple terms, letting go is like cleaning out your emotional closet. You don't throw away everything. You just remove what's hurting you, what's holding you back, what's keeping you stuck. Holding on is like holding fire. The Buddha often used simple images to teach deep truths. One of the most powerful is this: holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Now imagine this, not just with anger, but with regret, guilt, fear, or even love that has turned into longing. You hold it tightly, thinking it gives you strength. But the longer you hold it, the more it burns. Letting go is not about denying the fire existed. It's about choosing not to be burned anymore. A story of real life. Let me tell you about a woman in her 40s who had gone through a painful divorce. She had loved deeply, given everything, and when it ended, she felt like she had lost not just her partner, but her future. For years, she held on to the pain. She kept asking, why did it happen? She replayed every fight, every moment, every word. She thought that by holding on, she was honoring the love, but really, she was keeping herself from healing. One day, she sat in silence and asked herself, what am I really holding on to? And the answer came, I'm holding on to a version of life that no longer exists. That was the turning point. She didn't forget the love. She didn't erase the memories. But she let go of the pain. She let go of the need to rewrite the past. She let go of the illusion that healing meant betrayal. And slowly, peace returned. Why do we struggle to let go? Because we think letting go means losing something. We think it means we failed. We think it means we didn't care enough. But the truth is, letting go means we care enough to move forward. It means we're brave enough to stop hurting ourselves. It means we're wise enough to know that peace is more important than control. We hold on because we're afraid of emptiness, afraid of change, afraid of who we'll be without that pain. But here's the secret. When you let go, you don't become empty. You become open to healing, open to joy, open to the present moment. The wisdom of the Buddha's teachings are not about escaping life. They're about embracing it with clarity. When he said let go, he wasn't telling the disciple to forget everything. He was inviting him to release the burdens that were blocking peace, anger, fear, illusions. These are the things we chase and cling to, thinking they define us, but they don't. They distract us from who we really are. Letting go is not a loss. It's a return to your breath, a return to your center, a return to the quiet strength inside you. A moment of reflection. Let's pause here. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you'd like. Ask yourself gently, what am I holding on to? Is it helping me or hurting me? You don't need to force an answer. Just listen. Let your heart speak, and if you feel ready, let it go. Not because it didn't matter, but because you matter more. Final thoughts: letting go is not a one-time act. It's a practice, a choice we make again and again. Some days, it's easy. Other days, it feels impossible. But each time you choose peace over pain, each time you release what no longer serves you, you take one step closer to freedom. So remember the Buddha's words: simple, gentle, true. Let go, and know that in letting go, you are not forgetting. You are healing. You are not weak. You are wise. You are not alone. You are walking the path of peace. Part 3. Why letting go feels impossible. Have you ever wondered why letting go feels so hard? Psychologists tell us that our brains are wired for attachment. We hold on because we fear emptiness. We fear losing our identity. We fear change. But what if emptiness is not the end? What if it's the beginning? What if letting go doesn't mean losing yourself, but finally meeting your truest self? Pause. Let that question settle. Let me share a story from the Buddhist tradition, one that speaks to the heart of this struggle. There was once a monk named Tisa. He was young, devoted, and deeply proud of his robes and status. But one day, he fell ill. His body weakened, his face changed, and the other monks began to avoid him. Tisa became angry. He clung to his pride. He couldn't accept that his body was failing. He couldn't accept that others no longer saw him as strong. He withdrew. He suffered. The Buddha came to visit him. He sat beside Tisa and said gently, "You are not your body. You are not your title. You are not your pride. Now let go of what you think you are, and you will find peace." Tisa wept, and in that moment, something shifted. He let go not of life, but of the illusion that his worth was tied to how others saw him. And in that surrender, he found peace. Pause. Let the silence speak. This story is not just about a monk. It's about all of us, because we all cling to something, a role, a relationship, a version of ourselves we're afraid to lose. We say, if I let go, who will I be? If I stop trying, what will be left? If I don't hold on, will I disappear? But letting go is not erasing yourself. It's uncovering yourself. It's peeling away the layers of fear, expectation, and illusion to find the quiet truth beneath. Let me tell you another story. This one is from everyday life. There was a woman named Anne. She had spent years caring for her aging mother. Every day, she cooked, cleaned, bathed her, sat by her side. When her mother passed away, Anne was devastated. But more than grief, she felt lost. She didn't know who she was without that role. She clung to the routines. She kept her mother's room exactly the same. She replayed conversations in her head. She couldn't let go. One day, she sat in the room and whispered, "If I stop grieving, does that mean I've stopped loving?" And then she heard her own heart answer, "No, it means you're ready to live again." Pause. Let the viewer breathe. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means healing. It means honoring what was, while making space for what can be. Psychology teaches us that attachment is natural. We form bonds to survive, to feel safe, to feel seen. But spirituality teaches us that clinging leads to suffering, because everything changes. Everything passes. And when we resist that truth, we suffer. Letting go is not denial. It's transformation. It's the moment when you stop fighting the river and start flowing with it. So why does it feel impossible? Because we fear emptiness. But emptiness is not a void. It's a space, a sacred space, where new life can grow. Because we fear losing identity. But identity is not fixed. It's fluid. And in letting go, we discover who we really are beyond the roles, beyond the masks. Because we fear change. But change is not the enemy. It's the path. Pause. Let the viewer reflect. Ask yourself gently, what am I holding on to? Is it love or is it fear? Is it helping me or hurting me? You don't need to answer right away. Just sit with the question. Let it breathe. The Buddha's wisdom is simple, but it's not easy. He didn't say, don't feel. He said, don't cling. He didn't say, forget. He said, free yourself. Letting go is not a rejection. It's a release. It's the moment you open your hand and realize you were never empty. You were always whole. So today, if you feel the weight of something, heavy a memory, a regret, a fear, know this. You don't have to carry it forever. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to be strong in the way the world defines strength. True strength is soft. True strength is quiet. True strength is the courage to let go. Pause. Let the viewer feel the stillness. Letting go is not the end. It's the beginning. The beginning of peace. The beginning of clarity. The beginning of you. So take a breath. Place your hand over your heart. And ask yourself, am I ready to be free? Part 4. The 5 Secrets of Letting Go. Welcome back. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Let your shoulders soften. Let your heart settle. Today, we explore the 5 secrets of letting go, not as abstract ideas, but as daily practices. Simple, gentle, transformative, because letting go isn't a one-time decision. It's a way of living, a way of returning to peace. Secret 1. Accept the truth as it is. Healing begins when we stop resisting reality. We often wish things were different. We replay the past. We imagine alternate endings. But the truth is, peace only comes when we face what is. Daily practice. Journaling for clarity each morning or evening. Take 5 minutes to write down what you're feeling. Not what you wish you felt. Not what you think you should feel. Just what's real. Right. I feel. I'm holding on to. I'm afraid of. Let the words flow. No judgment. Just truth. This simple act of honesty opens the door to healing. Pause. Let the viewer reflect. Secret 2. Release the illusion of control. We try to control outcomes, people, timing, even emotions. But life doesn't bend to our will. The more we force it, the more it resists. Letting go means trusting the flow. Daily practice. Mindful breathing whenever you feel overwhelmed. Pause. Place one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. Repeat this for 3 rounds. As you breathe, whisper silently, I release what I cannot control. Let the breath carry your tension away. Let your body remember that peace is always within reach. Secret 3. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay. It's about saying, I choose peace over pain. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because you deserve peace. Daily practice heart meditations. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Picture someone you're holding resentment toward. It could even be yourself. Say silently, I forgive you. I release you. I set myself free. You may not feel it right away. That's okay. Forgiveness is a process. Each time you practice, the burden lightens. Pause. Let the viewer breathe. Secret 4. Embrace impermanence. Changes. Every season ends. Every storm passes. So will your pain. We suffer when we try to make things last forever. But peace comes when we accept that nothing stays the same. Daily practice. Nature. Reflection. Spend a few minutes outside. Look at the sky, a leaf, a flower. Notice how everything is in motion. Clouds drift, leaves fall, winds shift. Say silently, this too shall pass. Let nature remind you that change is not the enemy. It's the rhythm of life. Secret 5. Shift from holding on to holding. Faith. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that life has something better in store. It means believing that even in the unknown, you are safe. Daily practice. Affirmation ritual. Each morning, stand in front of a mirror. Place your hand over your heart. Look into your own eyes. Say, I trust life. I am open to what comes. I let go of fear and hold on to faith. Repeat this daily. Let it become your anchor. Let it guide you through uncertainty. Pause. Let the viewer feel the stillness. Letting go is not a punishment. It's a gift. A return to yourself. To your breath. To your peace. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be perfect. Just begin. One breath. One step. One moment at a time. So today, let's walk together through these 5 secrets. 1. Accept the truth as it is. Point 2. Release the illusion of control. 3. Practice forgiveness. 4. Embrace. IMPERMANENCE. 5. Shift from holding on to holding. Faith. Let them guide you. Let them soften you. Let them free you. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are becoming. Let's continue together. Part 5. Practical steps to freedom. Let's begin this final part with a breath. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale slowly. Let your body soften. Let your mind settle. Let your heart open. Because now we move from understanding to practice. From knowing to living. Letting go is not just a concept. It's a daily choice, a quiet discipline, a sacred ritual. Here are 4 simple, powerful practices you can begin today. Each one is a doorway to peace. Each one is a step toward freedom. 1. Mindful breathing. This too shall pass. Pain often arrives like a wave, sudden, overwhelming, and loud, but breath is your anchor. Whenever you feel triggered, anxious, or heavy, pause. Place one hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. As you exhale, whisper gently, "This too shall pass." Let the breath remind you, you are not your pain. You are the space that holds it. And like all things, it will pass. Practice this anytime at work, in traffic, before sleep. Let breath be your refuge. Pause. Let the viewer breathe with you. 2. Journaling exercise. I release you sometimes. What we hold on to is invisible. A thought, a memory, a wound. Writing helps us bring it into the light. Each evening, take a quiet moment. Open your journal. Write down what you're holding on to. It could be, "I'm still angry at my father. I miss someone who's no longer here. I feel guilty about a choice I made." Then, beneath each one, write, "I release you. Thank you for the lesson." This is not erasing the past. It's honoring it and letting it rest. You may cry. You may feel lighter. You may feel nothing at all. That's okay. Healing is not a performance. It's a process. 3. The empty chair practice. Saying goodbye. This practice is deeply emotional and deeply freeing. Find a quiet space, place, an empty chair in front of you. Sit down. Close your eyes. Now, imagine the person or memory you're clinging to, sitting in that chair. It could be someone who hurt you, someone you lost, or even a younger version of yourself. Speak your truth. Say what you've never said. Let the words flow in love, grief, regret. Then, when you're ready, say goodbye. You can whisper, "I release you. I forgive you. I'm ready to move on." This is not forgetting. It's closure. It's reclaiming your power. You can repeat this practice as often as needed. Each time, the goodbye becomes softer. Each time, your heart becomes stronger. Pause. Let the viewer reflect. 4. Daily affirmations. Rewiring the mind. The mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant grows. So let's plant seeds of peace, of strength, of freedom, of freedom. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Speak these affirmations slowly, clearly. Letting go makes me strong. I choose peace over pain. I am free. Say them even if you don't believe them yet. Say them until your heart begins to listen. Say them until your soul begins to rise. Affirmations are not magic. They are medicine. Taken daily, they heal the mind. Final reflection. The power of letting go is not weakness. It is the strongest act of freedom. It's the moment you stop fighting the past and start embracing the present. It's the moment you stop clinging to pain and start choosing peace. It's the moment you stop asking why and start whispering thank you. So today, take one step, one breath, one practice. You don't have to let go of everything. Just one thing, just for today and tomorrow. You'll be lighter. Pause. Let the viewer feel the silence. Summary message. Letting go is not weakness. It is the strongest act of freedom. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You are the peace waiting beneath it all. Let's walk forward together. Free, whole, alive. Closing the real strength, my friend. Remember this. Letting go is not about forgetting. It's not about pretending it never mattered. It's about reclaiming your power, your peace, your freedom. So the next time life asks you to release something, a memory, a person, a dream, don't see it as weakness, see it as strength. Because the bravest act a soul can perform is to let go with love. Pause. Let the words settle. If this message touched your heart, please share it with someone who may need it today. A friend, a loved one, someone quietly carrying a weight they don't know how to put down. Sometimes, a gentle reminder is all it takes to begin healing. And if you'd like more wisdom like this, more moments of reflection, peace, and truth, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, Life Lessons. Not as a follower, but as a companion on this journey. A journey toward clarity, toward compassion, toward inner peace. We're walking together, one breath, one truth, one step at a time. Pause. Smile softly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with your heart. Gently bow your head. Offer a warm, kind smile. Until next time, be well, be free, and above all, be kind to yourself.